What's up, fam? I'm gonna do some more work today. I'm in a bad mood. People watching this who are not my friend probably gonna laugh at me for saying this. But you're my best friend, man. You understand where I'm coming from. I just watched a boxing match. My favorite fighter just lost. I always get bummed out. I always get bummed out when that happens. So I'm in a pretty bad mood. I can't remember what I did last video. I think it was Blackheart. I'll load up. Yeah, let's load up Blackheart. Can't tell if I'm blowing in the mic. Pause. I'm gonna shift my mic up here so that the air doesn't hit it. I'm gonna load up Blackheart. Just quickly showcase the edits I made. Specifically for Blackheart's idol, I added in a breathing animation, or rather a physics drop animation for the spikes that he has, or the quills of hair. I also drew in an animation of his tail dropping from a higher height. Other than that, I also added a blinking animation into his default idle. This is the end result. Watch his eyes closely for the blinking animation here. That's pretty much it in slow mo, so you can see the frames that I drew in. See the very first one, tail up, tail about midway, and then all the way down finally. I'm going to shift over here. This is the crouching animation. Sorry, that should be labeled, but it wasn't. Not my fault. Okay, so for the crouching animation, I simply just added in movement. He breathes for this animation. Also, on top of that, I also gave him blinking animations, of course. I did the original shtick that I have for pretty much all of the Blackheart tweaks that I've made, which is the physics drop for the pins or the quills on his head. And also, I animated his tail so that his tail, he has tail movement and a drop. I'll just play it, and that's the end result. Turned out pretty smooth. This is amazing. With that being said, I'm gonna move on to another character here. But before I do that, see something I can tweak very quickly. Apologize in advance. Didn't notice this. Mm, mm, okay. Okay. Which it just looks like a well, screw it. It looks like a mistake I made, if that's a proper term for it. I definitely know his arm should shift down, and it's not. So just going to trim the back of the arm here, like so. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. All right, that's better. Way better. Give it a quick play just to look at it, just to make sure. Oh, that's okay. Much better. Okay. Mm, sorry, I'm such a perfectionist here. Yeah, that looks great. All right, save it out. All right, I'm gonna load up another character here. It's I gotta move on. Gotta keep this gravy train rolling on top of the dump truck with the pixie sticks and the bacon. What? All right. So after Blackheart, again, I'm focusing on the vanilla or default characters. I'm simply well modifying and improving the animations for specifically both the idle, the crouch, and some of the attacks if need be. Really, it's just the addition of physics, specifically for the crouch. I noticed MVC kind of filed down a lot of the characters from previous games, and they took out animations from the crouch animation specifically. And it's pretty jarring if you've played the previous games, but I digress. So we just did Blackheart, moving down, looking for another vanilla. Cable. Cable's vanilla. I'll load up Cable. Let's move over. Let's see if he needs any work. Mm, pretty bulky guy. This almost looks like a blink animation, but I don't think he's blinking here. I can't tell for sure. It's the colors. Maybe that's a blink. I can't tell. I'll just make one anyway. Let's go to frame one, which is 0, 0. What could I do for Cable? I'm gonna do a physics drops for his hair. Cable's very bulky. He's a very big character. Maybe I could do a slight chest drop for his character too. And uh I think that's it. So I'm gonna I'm gonna duplicate the frame, call the frame 111. I'm going to duplicate that frame, make a frame called 222. And for 222, I'm gonna edit first. Again, I have to use art brain, think like 10 steps ahead of myself here. First thing I'm gonna do is the bang drop. Really simple. I'm just tap up one time, grab the eraser, blow the eraser up, trim the top because I don't want the top portion of his hair to move. Trim the sides here, trim below, shrink the eraser slightly, go in between here. I don't want his taper. I don't want his line I don't want his edge up to move. I don't know what you guys call it. I don't know there's so many terms for this portion of the forehead. But hairline, I don't want his hairline to shift. All right, delete all this stuff. Save it out, close it out, duplicate the frame, make a frame 3. Oh, that's a mistake. Never mind. Correction, I will not duplicate that frame. Go back. So this is triple. I did the hair up. I want the hair up to be up twice here. But I need a frame. I think I just made a mistake. Let's do this. I'm going to duplicate 111, rename the duplication 222. I'm going to take this, the work that I just did, copy it. Wait, make sure. Okay. I'm going to copy that, close it out, back up, put over 1 1. Okay. Oh, crap. Sorry about that. Okay. That's fine. This is the hair going rather flowing up, but it only flows up once. Just doing a quick trim here. Okay. Save it, close it. All right, so that's my new 111. I'm gonna back out, duplicate this. Okay. Hair back down. Mm, mm, mm. 1, 2. This should be 222. I know this seems like complete madness. It seems unorganized, but trust me, I know what I'm doing here. Okay, hair up. Okay, 111. I'm gonna edit 111, or rather, I will edit 111. And for 111, I want the hair to move twice. So 1, go down. Let's trim that forehead. I'm gonna have to draw the eyebrow back in there too. I definitely want this to move up twice. Or rather, I have to draw in the top of the eyebrow there. Otherwise, it'll look pretty crazy. All right. And since this is going to be the double movement, let me focus here. Sorry about that. I need to focus. Okay, so let's do above the brow first. Boom. I think that shadow is fine. All right, stick to the top layer. Yeah. That's fine. All right, make sure there's no artifacting. I'm gonna do a slight. Nah, I don't even have to trim it. Yeah. That's fine. See what's under here? All right, so it shifts up completely. So I can do that same trim I did in the previous frame. Save it out, close it out, reopen it up, jump down. This is the shift 2, which is going to be this part of his hair. Copy, paste, shift up. Ooh, that's too much movement. I don't like that. How about I shift this instead? Copy, paste, shift that up. Yeah, I like that better. Let me reapply this shadow. Okay, let's clean this forehead out just to make sure. Okay, all right. I'm gonna drop the layer just to see what it looks like. Uh, I guess that's fine. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Yeah, that's fine, man. Mm, yeah, that's all right. Looks smooth to me. I'm gonna hit this bottom layer though. Just a quick trim here. I want a little bit more movement there. Save it out, close it out. I'm gonna jump back in. We're still on frame 1. So pretty much what I just did was I created 2 frames that had the preparatory or the physics of his hair falling into place. So what I want to do from here, since I have this, which is 1, 2, and then 3. Since I have these now, I'm set for my starting frames, right? So what I want to do from here is make a duplicate of the duplicates. And for this one, I'm going to do quadruple 1. For my starting frame, I'm going to edit this starting frame. And now I'm going to focus on the chest drop. Or rather, I will focus on the chest drop. So with the chest, the physics in the chest is really simplistic. Just because it's like it's not necessary to focus too much on these physics with the males because they're males. It's not You're not looking at mammary glands or large glutes mounts. You're looking at muscle. Muscle is completely different from fat, so it has a different type of physic to it. I.e., muscle doesn't move much. So luckily for me, being a heterosexual male, I don't have to focus too much on it. So I'm simply trimming the chest. I moved it up. I just shift his chest up 1, so he has a little bit of movement. Cable is a very big guy. He's actually bigger than his father. Who if you're not familiar with the comics, his father is Cyclops from the X-Men, and that's because he's older. Cable's like a time traveling character, so he's much older than his dad is. I'm just trimming around the chest to make sure there's no artifacting or I'm not shifting or moving anything I don't want to move. Made a mistake there. Big mistake too. Can't have that. Just retrimming the chest here, specifically the top of the chest. All right, man, I'm so bummed out, man. I noticed in boxing sometimes I make bad predictions too which is crazy because I grew up boxing. I know boxing. Admittedly, the only time I'm ever right about like boxing matches is usually like exhibition bouts. Like Mayweather and Conor McGregor, I knew McGregor was gonna die, bro. There was like I don't anybody who thought like McGregor had like a chance for a lucky shot is insane. Like that was a joke fight. There's another fight coming up too, pretty soon with Tyson. That's gonna be a hilarious fight too. I do not think that's gonna go the way people want it to, but we'll just have to see how that goes. So there's my chest movement. His chest is it starts in an up frame. As you can see there, I shifted his chest up. I'm gonna save this out, and I only have to do this once. Save it out, close it out. Then I'm gonna jump over to this frame. I'm gonna duplicate this frame, but I'm not going to edit it. So I did the duplicate, four twos. I'm not touching this. I'm gonna jump over to 3-3, or rather triple three. I'm gonna double this up, make it quadruple three. For this frame, I'm gonna do what I call the chest drop. So for the chest drop, you just copy, paste the chest like this. Eraser's already pretty big. I'm gonna trim underneath the chest like this, including the shadow. His chest is gonna overlap the shadow. Don't touch the top of his chest, like so. Okay. I don't want this to move. The part by his clavicle or his upper chest underneath his neck, I do not want this part to move. Technically, I don't even want these red X-Men logos to shift. Yeah, because they're not made of stretchy material, so it doesn't make sense to me for them to shift. But I want the top of the chest to stay here, so I have to be very careful here. Just scooping what I'm pooping. Trace this arm. All right. It the bottom of that chest again, just to make sure. Okay. No artifacting. Beautiful. Drop the layer. React. Beautiful. Save it out. Close it out. That should be it. So quadruple two, or rather quadruple one through quadruple three are my breathing animations. New physics drop that I just added in. I also need blinking. And the blinking, I swear this looks like a blink, this right here, but I can't tell for sure. That's bothering me. I really don't like that. It doesn't make sense for him to blink on every breath. So I highly doubt the Marvel artist would do that because that's pretty, no offense to them, that's pretty incompetent. I'm gonna make this the blink animation. I'm gonna jump over, make a duplicate. I'm gonna name that duplicate quadruple four. For quadruple four, I'm gonna jump in. He's gonna have a fast blink, a one frame blink. I hope this gray pixel here under his eyebrow isn't supposed to be his pupil. These color choices, man, I swear it's kind of jarring. But there's the blink animation anyway, which is quadruple four. I just have to remember that number. I'm gonna jump into the animation, scroll up, okay? First set of frames, my prep frames, which are usually the name I use, or rather is usually the name I'll use for the physics drop. It looks like all of these CLN or collision boxes pertains to every frame under here, which is all of his breathing animations. Looks like a lot too. So all I want is to create my prep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal this first frame, create a giant gap, make it unreadable idle, which means it's just starting the base. This is going to be where my loop begins at, rather. Actually, in fact, let's do this. Get a little preemptive there. Now let's create my physics drop frames. One, two, three. So that's quadruple 1 through 3 there. And then my blink. Where would I put the blink? Which is 4. I think the blink would be down in the idle somewhere. I have to label it appropriately too. I'll go into that in a second here. Let's focus on this though. So for the drop, I'll leave it at 3 frames per, or rather per frame. 1 1 1 1, 2 2 2 2, and 3 3 3 3. Okay, there's my full physics drop from his hair to his chest. That should be perfect. Another thing, I want to sorry, I'm thinking here. I think that's it. Yeah, I don't want too much physics in his chest. I know this is hair all the way up, this is hair midway, and this is hair all the way down. This is chest in an up position. This is his chest normal, and then his chest downward. And then when it goes into the idle, it adjusts his chest to be normal instead of downward again. So that should suffice. Now I have to figure out where to put that blink. I believe I covered up 16, 17. I covered up 17. So what I'm going to do is go into the animation here. See how many times it hit 17. There's 17. It looks like 1 for 17. I didn't mean to highlight both of those. It only hits it once. Okay. So I'm going to take the entire animation, copy it, create a gap, paste, create another gap, paste, and I'm going to put the blink. I'm gonna do the second one. I'll do the blink on the second 17 here. And this was quadruple 4 as the replacement. I'm going to extend the time a little bit to 5. Apply, close. All right, let's play it and see it in action. I'm looking for the blink. I hope that's not. I hope every time he takes a breath, he's not slowly closing his eyes. That would anger me because I'm going to have to make duplicate frames where he doesn't close his eyes and replace all of these eye closes he's doing. It's really making me mad. But the physics, as you can see there, I do it in slow mo. See the drop? Beautiful, beautiful. Do it in regular motion. Awesome. That's going to translate well for when he jumps from a land and etc. That blink is bothering me a little bit. Mm, hmm. I might edit this. 12. I'm gonna jump over, duplicate 12. I'm sorry, man. I don't like this. Duplicate 12, edit 12, take 12's eye, bring the white over so it doesn't look, so it doesn't have that weird effect. Okay, 1, 2, 2. I'm gonna change this to 1, 2, 2. Jump over. Here's another one. I'm gonna edit this one too. This is 13. Duplicate 13. Make it 1, 3, 3. I'm gonna edit this 1, 3, 3. Redraw that I in there, save it, close it, jump back over, 133 for the naming, jump over again. That looks like it's completely, maybe completely closed there. I'm going to edit this. Okay, save it out, close it out, 4 4. Put that naming there, 144. Uh-oh, did I do something wrong here? Jump back over, 1 3, 1 4. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to do that. 14, duplicate that. I could have sworn I made my duplicate already. I'm gonna backtrack here. I'm gonna find one that has the eye complete 15. I'm gonna open up 15. I'm gonna color pick the eye that's closed, supposedly. Back out, go to 1 to 14, open up 14. I'm gonna draw over this just to put back the effect that it had. Save it. Just because I always keep the default frames for everything. Okay, so now I have 144. Now let's try adding that 144. Boom. Okay, what else we have? Another eye close, which is 15. Jump over to 15, duplicate 15, make it 155. Edit this. I'm gonna open that eye up. Wait 1 sec. Have to make sure I have the proper color for the eye. I'm gonna copy that eye color there, close it out, jump back over to 155, edit 155. I'm gonna drop that eye color here, save it out, close it, jump back in, give the naming convention 155. Move forward here. What is this? 00? That's my starting frame. I didn't know his eye was slightly closed for a starting frame. That's weird. I'm gonna duplicate 00. I'm gonna name this. God, this is a weird one. The last one I did was 155, so I'm gonna name this. I'll just put a couple ones in front of the zero. I'll just do double one. Edit this, color the eye in, save it out, close it out. Okay, make sure my duplicate is still there. All right, or rather the original. So I just put a 1 1 in front of it. Boom, boom. Okay, let's move forward. Awesome. So it looks like it's gone. Okay, the weird blink is gone. Uh, uh. Okay. Look like his eyes slightly squint or something for the initial frames. Okay, I can work with this. What is this? 17. I know I already did a duplicate of 17. Back out. 16. I don't think I duplicated 16. Yeah, I didn't duplicate 16. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my duplicate here. Name my duplicate 166. I'm gonna edit this 166. I'm gonna color that I in. Save it out. Close it out. Jump back in. Rename it 166. I'm gonna back up because I saw that other eye. This looks completely closed here. It's 15. I'm gonna jump in, make a duplicate of 15, call it 155, edit 155, put that white back. Okay, jump back out. 155. I'm gonna plug it in. 155. There we go. Actually, didn't I just do this? 1 sec. Maybe it's just the numbering. Okay. Okay. There we go. There's the breath I just made. Okay. Okay. 12, 13, 14, 15. 12, 13, 14, 15. So one of the 155s that I just made, I didn't have to do. Or did I? 155. So 155 is right there. Yeah, yeah. The 155 I just made, I didn't have to do that. Let me see if I can snag it. Okay. But the 66 is okay. Okay, so here's 155. I'm going to back up. Okay. 15, 155, 155. So it's in here twice. Cool. Delete that. All right. Should be fine. And now I get what it is. It's just a numbering. I forgot to change the numbering convention throughout each of the animations, so it turned out that way. I know a good way to rectify that. I'm just gonna open it up, copy the whole thing like this, scroll up. Let me make sure 12, 13, 14, 15, 0. Okay, and then it does it again. Okay, so 12, 13, 14, 15, and I made a 166. Okay. All right. So now I can copy this and then just put it over the other one, the other two sets, like so. Saves me the trouble of having it to go through them manually. Paste it here. All right, where's my blink? 4 4 4 4 after 16, 14, 15, 16, quadruple 4. Okay, and it's slightly up towards the top. All right, plug my stuff here. It's after 16, slightly toward, where is it? Where is it? Slightly toward 166. So it's got to be this. It has to be this frame. Was it three fours or four fours? I'll do four fours. Apply. Okay. All right, just play it. See what happens here. See if that blink is gone. Okay. 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 There's my blink too that I put in there. So much better, man. All that excessive blinking is really unnecessary. Okay, so Cable now has chest and hair physics, and he has a new blinking, proper blinking animation. And that's what it looks like. Beautiful. All right, let's check out his crouch. Wow, his crouch is literally one frame. Great. I'm going to, mm, let's duplicate this single frame he has. I'm going to name it triple one, triple 1 0. I'm going to duplicate that, name it triple two. Okay, I'm thinking so hard here. I need a three. I'm gonna duplicate that, name it triple three. I'm going to edit triple one first. First things first, I need that bang movement. So I'm gonna shift his hair up really quickly. Just one. I'm gonna trim it just to make sure his hairline stays intact. Okay. Trim the very top here. I don't want that moving. Okay. Make sure his back didn't shift there. Oh no, have to draw. I'm gonna do a little bit of artwork here. Just a slight tweak to make sure the hair is shifting up. And also another tweak specifically for his brow. His brow shifting up here. Okay, save that out. Wait. Grab the eraser. Oops. I have to clean out the artifacting. Top layer. Make sure there's no artifacting below. Okay. Okay. And all right. Now I can save it out. Save it out. Close it out. That's one shift. Reopen the same frame. Shift the bang more, but not too much because it's not a giant tuft of hair. So it wouldn't make sense for his hair to shift up too much. So I'll do something like this. Make sure I get his hairline there. Okay. And that should be fine. Okay. Sure there's no artifacting. I didn't copy much. Uh I low key want to get the center too. Let me just tap the center here. Just out of sheer curiosity. I want to see what that looks like. Save it out. Close it out. All right. That's the hair movement there. Jump over to two. For frame two, I only want a slight shift for the bang. Starting here. I'm just gonna go dead center. Copy, paste, shift up. That's all I want to move. I want like barely any movement here. Like so. Okay. And yeah, that's good. That looks good to me. I'm gonna jump in here, do a slight trim, stick to the top layer, color pick the blue, put this blue on top of the top layer, from the bottom layer rather. Okay, that should be good. Let me make sure there's nothing weird going on here on the face. Okay, all right, that's fine. Save it out, close it out. Okay, so there's my hair drop. Another thing I need to do, I'm gonna make a duplicate here. I'm gonna name that duplicate quadruple one. I'm gonna edit this quadruple one. I have to do the chest movement. For the chest movement, just gonna trim the upper chest here, paste it in, trim the things that shouldn't shift, which is pretty much it. Remember, this is not the top of the chest here. There's no such thing as the top of a chest. This is actually the clavicle area, which is bone. People often don't keep that in mind when they do animations and they make all that stuff move like it's flesh. It's flesh on top of bone, so it shouldn't be moving. That's my point. All right, okay. Make sure there's no artifacting here. Okay, there's the chest movement. Save it out, close it out. That's frame one. I'm gonna jump over. I have a triple two and a triple three. So for triple two, just because I'm a creature of habit, I'm gonna turn this. I'm gonna make a duplicate, turn it into quadruple two, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna jump over to triple three, duplicate triple three, make a quadruple three, edit the quadruple three, and this is gonna be the chest drop. Okay, there's my chest drop. I'm gonna trim above. Okay, like so. Remember, there's no top of the chest. None of that should be moving. Make sure I get this arm fully. Get the bottom towards the rib cage. Okay, and I think that'll be fine. That's a mistake. It's okay. I don't mind. I don't mind retrimming it. Okay, this sternum, not chest, shouldn't shift. All right, go back. Trim the rib cage. All right, that's better. Sorry, I made a mistake. All right, very mistake prone when I move with brevity. Save it out. Close it out. Okay, there's my chest drop. So it'd be quadruple one through quadruple three. I need a blink. Jump in. Yeah, I need a blink. That's too easy considering there's only one frame for the freaking crouch. That's insane. All right, I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna do the same naming convention as I did for the other. I'm gonna just do triple one. No, I'm gonna do double one. Edit it. Put my blink in here. I'm definitely gonna have to do a part two for this video too. All right, there's the blink. Because for the part two, I need a motion. I can't just have them crouch down and not be doing anything except this static frame. That'll infuriate me. That's the one thing I don't like about MVC2's default art style, or rather their default animation style. The art is good, but I digress. I digress. So the blink is 110. All right, too easy. I'm gonna jump into the animation. It looks like these collision boxes affect everything below it. So what I'm gonna do is make a copy here. I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna make an idle, which is too easy considering it's one frame. So I could just paste the original idle. I'm gonna also paste up here a couple more frames. Triple one, no, quadruple one, quadruple two, quadruple three, and then main frame. Then I need a blink. Okay, since I need a blink here, I'm gonna change the time for this to 200. Do a quick simple paste down here. Make that double 1-0 blink animation populate in the animation itself. And then for here, quadruple 1, quadruple 2, quadruple 3. So this is hair up, this is hair midway, and this is hair all the way down. This is chest up, this is chest normal, and then this is chest down, literally downward. We're gonna change the speed. I want the speed to be 3. 3 is a nice, fast, smooth speed. And that should be it. He should blink and have physics now for his initial preparatory phase before the loop start. Okay. I actually low key want to name this. Name it my prep. Just to remind me that this is the physics drop portion and remind me that this is the base. And also sometimes, depending on what I do animation wise, I'll actually put a blink in here too. Just I organized too much. All right, apply, close. Uh-oh, did I make a mistake? Should this be triple 1? What did I do wrong? Oh, oh no, it's backwards. Let's do this. I have no clue if this is gonna work. It should work. One way to find out. That's a crazy mistake. So it's 0. This should be fine. This 110. I don't think 110 is fine though for the blink. Let's see if this fixes it. Okay, apply, close. Pretty sure 11 is the crouch. All right, I'm gonna play it. Oh, I'm editing the crouch. It should be 11. How about this? So I don't have to do that again. Just do this. It's not even that many frames, so it's not a big deal. I'll just do it this way. 11-0. It's not a big deal. All right, let's play it. Where's my blink? There it goes. All right, that's better. That's better than the original. So now whenever you first go into the frame, you're gonna have the hair and chest drop animation like that, and then it's gonna replay the blink. I'm gonna click play again so you can really see it. Amazing. Wait for the blink. There we go. I'm gonna have to do a part 2 for this. I'm pretty sure. I don't know the time for this video, but I'm sure it's a long video. So just stay tuned for a part 2 to this, where I actually add an animation to this crouch so that it's not just static and him blinking every once in a while. But yeah, those are my cable edits. Pretty good edits, man. Covered the crouch and we covered the stand here, which looks freaking immaculate with this better blink and of course the physics. Awesome. Save it out. Jump over, save my sprites. Okay. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna close the video, fam. I saw not a mistake, but I saw something I could tweak here too before I close it out. Oh, never mind. The collision boxes are proper. That's pretty much it. God bless.